This is Scott the Fix-It Guide. Today we're dealing with a Whirlpool gas dryer that just isn't heating up very well anymore, not drying the clothes very well. So we're going to be changing out the gas coils. So we're just removing a couple of Phillips head screws underneath. We're going to unplug it or turn off the breaker. And now that we got these screws off, we can lift up on the top panel. You have to pull it towards you by about 1/4 of an inch and then lift it up. And now we're going to separate this modular connector. This is for the door switch. So we're going to be taking off the front panel. So we have to first disconnect there, and then we're going to remove 2 screws that are holding on the front panel. These are 5/8 inch screws, one on the left, one on the right. And then we'll grab the front panel and we'll lift it up by about 2 inches. It'll release off of its bottom clips, and then we can pull the front panel out of the way. So we're going to lift up. There we go. And we want to remove the tumbler so we can get to the gas coil. So we're going to push in on this idler wheel, take the tension off, and pull the belt off the motor pulley. Now we can lift up on the belt and take the whole tumbler out of there. And here is our gas coil assembly. We're going to pull the modular connectors off. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove 2 screws that hold on the bracket that keeps the gas coils in place. These just wear out after about maybe 5 years, and they don't allow the flame to stay on long enough, so you kind of lose the heat. So take the bracket off, pull out our new gas coils. It's called the primary and secondary gas coils. You can get these on Amazon. They're pretty generic. They work for almost all the gas dryer models. So we're going to make sure on the one with the 3 prongs that those prongs are on the bottom, and the one with the 2 prongs, the prongs are on the top. We'll put the bracket back on, and we're going to twist the gas coils until they lock into place. These little plastic tabs at the top of the coils that lock in on the bracket. We'll put in the 2 Phillips head screws, and then we're going to put the modular connectors back on, and I'm going to just use my paintbrush to brush away some of this lint that's accumulated inside the dryer before I put it back together. Then I'll put the tumbler back into position, the drum, get the belt where I need it. I'm going to put the idler wheel back into its position. You see there's 2 slots close to you and 2 slots away from you. The ones far away are the correct ones. And I'm going to put a little thing in here to hold up the tumbler while I do this, so that I can use 2 hands, one to push in against the idler wheel and one to put the belt back onto the motor pulley. I'm just using my little tool case to support the drum while I do that. There we go. And then I'm going to just slowly turn the drum while I have the belt in position to make sure the belt won't fall off before I do the reassembly. So I want to do like a complete rotation. So it looks good. So I'll get the toolkit out of there, the flashlight, and then I'm going to put the front panel back into position. And I want to get the tumbler to rest on the felt front bearing that's on the front panel. Then I want to lift up on the front panel so it's about 1 inch higher than the frame, and then I'll let it sit down, and it'll rest, it'll lock in on the bottom clips, and then I can put in the 2 screws. And that's what's holding on the bracket. So there's 2 clips on the bottom and 2 screws on the top. And then I'll reconnect the little modular connector for the door switch and then I'll put in these 2 Phillips head screws that are underneath this filter cover, and those are the 2 screws that are really holding the top panel down. I'll put the filter back in, get it plugged back into the wall, and I'll select on the dial for drying. I'll start it, and then I'm going to remove this little inspection window down at the bottom, just pry it off with a standard head screwdriver. And I want to look in there and see that the igniter is glowing, and then I want to see a flame. Once the flame starts, I want to check it on my watch, and I want to be able to see that flame burn for anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes. When the dryer is cold, there's the flame. It should go for about 2 to 3 minutes. And if it does, you have it correct. We'll put the little panel back on. The dryer is doing great. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance.